What up, YouTube? I'm back. I haven't been on in a while. Sorry about that. My partner had the camera for a while at work. Had to do some stuff with it. So I finally got it back yesterday, and I did a water change today. And just doing a small update. I had to do a lot of cleaning to this tank. I was cleaning it for over like 3 hours. Just because I started taking out a lot of plants and scrubbing them down to get all the that green fuzzy stuff that's growing the algae. I don't know if you guys can see. This is where I normally have my hair grass. But due to all the green slime that sits on top of it, sometimes it's been pulling my hair grass when I try to clean it. So now I'm down to patches. It grows back pretty quickly though, but I have considered, and I'm thinking I'm just going to get rid of the hair grass. Even though I like it, since I don't have a CO2 system, it doesn't really grow as fast and as bushy as I would like. It does send out a lot of runners. I'm constantly trimming it all the time, so that's fine. It's just I'm gonna need a better foreground plant. Right now I'm not, no matter how much I like the hair grass, I'm really not set up for proper dwarf hair grass. So I'm just gonna see what I do. I was thinking, I don't know if any of you guys want to trade some hair grass and possibly anything else I have in the tank. I was thinking of doing maybe pygmy chainsword or dwarf sage or something like that I can do in low light and don't necessarily need a CO2 system, because it's still gonna be a while before I can afford a CO2 system. So you know, I'm gonna do that. So yeah, as I was cleaning and all the hair grass was coming out, most of it is still there. It's nice and green. I put it all back in there. But yeah, I'm just thinking of taking it all out, and instead of just getting rid of it, I figured might as well try to trade with someone, or if any of you guys have CO2 and want some of the hair grass, just let me know and I'll send you out a bit. If you have the proper setting, lighting, and CO2, it'll grow very quickly. So that's really not an issue. Now today when I cleaned, I took out a lot of plants. As you can see, I have here some of the pennywort. For some reason it doesn't really stay attached, so what I did was I moved it here and I just tangled it up where the Java moss is growing, and yeah, just pretty much threw it in there. Hopefully it grows out nicely and starts to grow towards the back. But everything else, these, which I still don't know what they are. I know there's some like needle leaf or something like that. I just don't know if they're Luigia. More than likely it's Luigia. It is whatever. They're growing really nicely though. As you can see, all the small cuttings that I have for the plant are growing pretty decently. Let me try to get you guys a better shot. Yeah, so it's all growing very nicely. The Amazon sword, still the same crap. I've had this sword and the one that's right underneath it there for about a year now since I started, and the damn plants haven't changed a bit. They're still the same size, no growth, no nothing. But yet if I try to pull it out, the roots, it must have really good roots, because I can't really pull the plant out. It's pretty much dug in there, so something's growing. Let's see. Yeah, these plants are growing really nicely right here. I think this is another form of Luigia. When I was looking online, it does look a little bit like the Luigia palustris or something like that, I think it was called. Except mine's isn't that red because obviously I don't have the high lighting, but you can see the nice color there. It was originally a nice pink, then it went to green, and now that it's adjusted, it stayed in this nice, I guess caramel kind of color, golden color. There's the other one in the back, and then my angustifolia is growing really nicely. Ever since I started dosing, by the way, I'm not sure if I mentioned, let me turn on the light. But yeah, I pretty much bought a whole bunch of the C-Chem line, the Flourish line. And ever since I started dosing, yeah, especially the angustifolia has taken off really nicely. Let me try to pull this up and see if I can get some. This is the Argentinian sword. It wasn't growing before, like I said in my previous video, but now this thing is just growing. I have a new leaf every, yeah, I get like 2 leaves every week now. And I trim back all the old ones to promote more growth. My Anubias Nana, after I trimmed it, now both parts are growing. Also the Crested Java Fern, that's the new growth. That's a little patch I put there. I put some here, and that's all actually growing really nicely. That one right there in the middle, let me see, where's my finger? That one is the Hydro Compacta, well, part of the trimmings that I put in there. That's my Java Fern growing like crazy. And over here is all of the Lewigia. I gotta get that piece of Java moss out of there. Yeah, as you can see, these guys are growing really nicely. I want to see if I can get you guys a good yeah, it has some really nice color for the leaves and whatnot. But they're all actually growing really nicely, and yeah, you can still see some of the green stuff, even though I scrubbed it with the toothbrush that I have for the tank. Yeah, there's still some lingering around like always. The cryptocorin down here is actually doing really well. Just this week I noticed, you can't really see, but this right here is new growth, and then there's another one that started growing right here. So yeah, it's starting to spread, thankfully. So that that's growing properly, excuse me. And those are my Hydro Compacta with some of the pennywort also. There used to be only 2, and I cut both plants in half. That's why you see 4. This one right here was the bottom part of that one, and this is how it's all. These are all just a whole bunch of little plants coming out of that one stem, and that's kind of how I got this one right here. I cut with the scissor just a little part. It was one of the bigger ones from the stem, and that's how I got that one there too. And then one of the other stems from the 2 original plants that I had, I put it here, and as you can see, this one is also growing a couple at a time. I'm sorry that the focus isn't that well. I'm not sure why. But yeah, and also let me show you guys the new fishes. So as far as plant growth, it's actually all still going pretty good. I have some good color. I'm dosing every week. Actually, I'm dosing twice a week for certain stuff like the trace elements and the iron. So far that has been working for me. All the other stuff like the nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, and the flourish itself, that I'm only dosing once a week. But like I said, the trace and the iron elements, I'm doing it twice a week, and that has been working out very nicely for the majority of the plants. And I don't know if you guys can see that Java fern I have back there, right there where the little pebble is. That one is starting to throw off a whole bunch of secondary small plants. I just don't want to touch them yet because they're very small. So yeah, it looks like pretty soon I'll be having a lot more crested Java fern. And now let me show you guys the fishes. This is the smaller one of my Australian rainbow fish. Real pretty fish. Can't wait till they grow. Today I actually got a bigger one because I originally bought two, and this one was being harassed by the bigger one. Let me show you guys where they are. Alright. So as you can see, there's one that has like has the orange color and the nice black lines on the fins. I think he's the male, him right there. Oh. Yeah, these fuckers are kind of fast. But yeah, he keeps harassing the little one, so I went today to the store and got a third one, which is pretty big. There he is with the new one. That's the new one that I got today. So I have three, and it seems they're getting along pretty fine. Now he just chases one for a little bit, plays around with it, swims, and then forgets about it, goes to the other one. Yeah, because this little guy over here was just being harassed way too much. So yeah, they seem to be getting along just fine. And that's my flying fox right there. We call him Fatty because he's so fat. He chases, on occasion, my male rainbow. And then this is the 3-spot gourami. We've decided to call him Shinji. He had no name, so I think I'm just gonna call him Shinji for now. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep Shinji. Yeah, he's a pretty cool fish. I really like him. He's nice, peaceful, unlike the gold gourami Rukia. She turned out to be a bitch. So I still have her in the 20-gallon by herself until further notice. I have to really get her smaller fish. She doesn't seem to like anything that's about her size. She fights with it. Today when I was at Petco, I was very tempted to buy a red, it was a red paradise gourami, I think it was called, but when I looked it up, I found out that they're not that peaceful. So yeah, obviously I didn't get them. But yeah, my fishes are doing great, thankfully. Can't show you guys the autos. The autos are still there. Every time I see everybody else's video, I just get jealous because everybody's autos are always out in the tank or chilling on a leaf somewhere, on a piece of glass, just chilling. But mine's no. They stay in there. I don't know if you guys can see that little hole. They go in there and they work their way inside this piece of driftwood that I have here, because it has towards there, the middle, there's also a big hole. so they swim in all around there, and pretty much this is their little corner. I hardly ever see them unless I do a water change or something. But yeah, and let me do a quick shout out, guys. This video, sorry it's turning out to be a little long, but I haven't been on for a while, so let me do some shout outs real quick, because there are a few people that have subscribed lately, and yeah, I don't think I've been able to properly welcome them. So if you guys give me just a minute, hold on. Alright, so let's see. Some of the recent guys, a shout out to Intensifiers, Coca Cove Classic, Jay Hicks, Tyman, Omar Alvarez, Min Fish Guy, a new user, Stacy's Pet Mice, Rico Suave, VQM6, Kiddies Jared, Fish Passion Vlog, DS Films, 7866. Hold on, let's see. Thomas Angelucci, oh, I talked to you. What's up, man? Go to Fish Tanks, up to you too. Kaylee Grudra, sorry, I don't think I said that right, more than likely. Lee Yates, Nancy Byers, Trina Marie, Nathan Dunn, the Fish Tank person, Dolly VH, who has pretty good tanks, check out his page. Spider Tetra, Nathan Butler, Old Dallas, Luke Diesel, James Conray, he has a good channel, check him out too. Darren Caston, Cheetos 404, Aquatic Life 32, Alex Lundy, Aquatasy, Liam 50M, Big Ran has a pretty dope channel, check him out too. Natalie Isler, Hello Jeb, Jean Rosa. Damn, I didn't know I had a lot. Thank you guys all for the love. Milbella1, The Gumbo, The Chef, and Stevie 3100, Edgar Villarreal, and yeah, and Mexican Nemo. So again, thanks guys, big shout out to all you guys who are the new subs. You know, any questions, comments, I'll help you with whatever I can. As you can see, and as you look through my channel, you'll also see I need some help too. So shoot any info you got my way. And like I said at the beginning of the video, just so I can close, if any of you guys have a medium to low foreground plant that you guys want to trade with, let me know. If you want the hair grass, just make sure that you have medium high to high lighting and at least a CO2 system so you can have the proper growth on it. You can have high light and no CO2, but you might have slow growth and it might also give you some more issues, but that's up to you. But yeah, let me know guys. I definitely want to see if I can find anything, so just hit me up and I'll send you some hair grass. If you want a little bit of something else, let me know, I'll work something out. So yeah, just hit me up guys. Anyways, I'll be checking all you guys out for the weekend, so thanks again for coming through. Any questions, comments, just leave them down and I'll get back to y'all. Thanks.